Hi, my name is Abhilash. I have been meaning to make a series of videos on books, either about Mahabharata or Mahabharata itself, or analyzing Mahabharata and all that. I've got just so many books. Let me share with you about 20 of my books. One day soon, I'll start a series doing detailed reviews of each of these books. I think I was about 11 years old when I stumbled upon this book. I don't know who gifted it to me. It was either my parents or one of my aunts or uncles, but it was the beginning of my love with Mahabharata. I had read this epic in comic format in the past, but this is the first time I actually picked up a real novel length book. And I think I've just had so many books after this. This is not the original copy, of course. That was about 3 decades ago that I got that. But yeah, this one remains my long-term love. This is Mahabharata by C Rajagopalachari, published by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Uh, Wonderful, wonderful book. If you're just starting out, pick this up. The language is a little dated, but still definitely a worthwhile book to pick. Then in school, when I was in seventh standard, I think this was the book that was part of our syllabus. I'm not sure if it's the same book or some changes have happened, but this is a smaller, even more concise version of the Rajgopalachari book I just showed. This is in Hindi and it is part of NCERT's publication of Mahabharat, Bal Bahabharat Katha. And yeah, it's very well written, something that I still read to my kid and he loves it. Among many other books, I stumbled upon this retelling many years ago. It's called The Palace of Illusions, written by Chitra, Bannerjee, Divakaruni. This is the Mahabharata story, pretty much, but told from the point of view of Draupadi. It's says soon to be a major movie. I don't know when that movie is coming, but this is another really good book that you can definitely pick up and enjoy. I like it. I highly recommend it also. Then I found this book, Irawati Karve, Yugantha, The End of an Epoch. Is the first book that is a sort of a book about Mahabharata. So there is retellings of a lot of good stories in it, and Irawati tells mostly stories taken from the critical edition. But then she also goes on to add her own opinions to it. If I'm not mistaken, this was originally written in Marathi and has since been translated to English. Really well done, the translation is, and I think you will like this also. Then one day, randomly, I stumbled upon this book, right? This is the Mahabharata, but it is translated in English verse. Let me show you what I mean. This is by Ramesh C Dutt. And if you look into the content, it's written in the verse form. It rhymes, it's got a good meter, and it's written really well. So I don't know where to get this again. I found this in a second-hand book shop, and I absolutely love reading it every once in a while. So these are all like stories of Mahabharata. This one, though, the Mahabharata Revisited by R N Dandekar. This is one of those books that I'm not even sure I am qualified to talk about. This is so good. This is so academically rich. This is so well written. Every sentence, every paragraph is probably worth a video in and of itself. The Mahabharata Revisited is Dr. Dandekar's collection of 4 lectures he gave. In fact, he only gave 3 and he unfortunately passed away before the 4th essay was given. But in time, people were able to find the 4th essay that was written but not delivered as a lecture. R N Dandekar, of course, needs no introduction. He is one of, or probably the greatest Mahabharata scholars who ever lived. He was part of Bhandarkar Oriental Research Institute. I am probably going to dedicate like an entire series of videos, or at least one full long form video just to this book. Then, obviously, we have the Mahabharata published by Gita Press, Gorakhpur. This is massive books, right? Heavy, big, translated from Sanskrit into Hindi. This one's Prathama Khanda. This contains Adi Parva and Sabha Parva, Sachitra Hindi Anuvad Sahit. This is the Dvitiya Khanda. This is the second part, that is contains Vana Parva, Virata Parva. This one contains Udyoga Parva, Bhishma Parva. This one contains Drona, Karna, Shalya, Sauptika, and Stri Parva. This one contains Shanti Parva. This one contains Anushasana, Ashwamedhika, Ashramavasika, Mausala, Mahaprasthanika, and Swargarohana Parva. Obviously, there's no comment about the quality of translation. This is really well done. The paper quality is really good. The books are very affordable. Some really good images, illustrations, reproductions of paintings from all around the world. Definitely something worth having in the home and to go back once in a while to refer to the Sanskrit. And finally, this is something that I read most often. This is the Mahabharata by Bibek Debroy. He's written it in part 1 through 10. This does not contain Sanskrit portions in it. It is straight up translation. Remember, I mean, it's translation, it's not interpretation. Debroy is very, very clear in repeating that part often, that this is a translation. As in, his opinions about what they might mean, he has tried not to put them. And where he does, he has an amazing set of footnotes. Sometimes I feel the footnotes itself should be published as a book by Dr. Debroy. Dr. Debroy, if you're watching this, please publish what you put into the footnotes of these books as a book by itself. So that's Mahabharata 1, this Mahabharata 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This covers all the way from Adi Parva to Swargarohana Parva. This is also the first full English translation of the critical edition. What critical edition is, I'll take one of these days, make another video about what the critical edition is and why it is important. These are my books, and I'm missing at least these many more, so that gives me scope for making one more video. But which one do I recommend? Well, all of them. I wouldn't keep a book that I don't think is good in a video like this. So pick any of these you want, and I think you're gonna love all of them.